In Singapore, the wage gap between the rich and everyone else is getting wider. But if you listen to the news, you might have heard the government say wage inequality is actually getting better. How can that be? It all comes down to how you calculate wage inequality. For years, Singapore has used what's called the Gini coefficient. This is a figure that measures relative inequality, focusing on the rate of wage increases instead of the actual dollar amounts, which, as you'll see, gives a distorted view of what's really happening. Let's say you have two people. In 2010, person A was making $1,000 a year, while person B was making $20,000. Over the next 10 years, each of their salaries increased by 3%. But over time, the gap between their wages grew at an accelerating rate. After 10 years, person A's wages increased by only $300, while person B's increased by $6,000. That's a huge difference in absolute income, which has a major effect on their purchasing power. But according to the Gini coefficient, there was no change in their income inequality because their rate of growth was the same. That's how Singapore's Gini coefficient can be stable even while its absolute inequality is getting worse. The question is, why is this happening? There are several reasons. Among them is our reliance on foreign workers, which has increased competition for both low and middle-income jobs and therefore kept wages low. Others include the rapid pace at which we restructured our industries due to globalization or other reasons, our inadequate wage policies, and so on. These are the results of deliberate government policies. We need to hold the people who created those policies accountable. How can we do that? We need to elect enough representatives to instill greater accountability and to get better policies passed. Then we can have an economy that develops in an equitable, sustainable way, where instead of the rich taking all, there's enough to improve the lives of every Singaporean.